South African football is reeling from a massive loss today, as 25-year-old Bafana and Mamelodi Sundowns midfielder Jayden Adams has suddenly passed away.
It is on a very somber note that we join you this evening. Singena ezindlini nje singalunganga, singena ezindlini inhliziyo zobuthakathaka, singena kunina sikhala siwumndeni oyizwe. Uma silahlekelwe eMzantsi Afrika, indaba ngiyazi ukuthi seyifikile zamba ngejuba elingathandiwa, ngejuba elingafunwa, ngoba liza neendaba ezimbi njalo melitheleke endlini. Ubumnyama balo bumbozile uMzantsi Afrika, la besijabulile khona siyakhala khona. Ngasho emakhulunywa ke kuthiwa ngesingisi, you never know the last time you're going to see a place or someone. But the one thing that we know about Jayden Adams, who left us in the wee hours of early this morning, is the fact that we remember where we last saw him, and we remember the memory that he left with us. And what a memory. My name is Andile Ngube in this SABC Sports broadcast, and I'm not alone. I'm joined by the maestro as well as Linda Manqale ngawo umdlali odlalile naye enkundleni eyodwa uJayden Adams.
I think this speaks to tomorrow is not guaranteed. You know, just yesterday we were celebrating Bafana for having reached the milestone of qualifying outside of the group in the World Cup. And today, Silana, you know, I remember playing against him. I think we were playing in Polokwane. He was at Stellenbosch, and he just came on as a substitute, and he received the ball, and I was coming from the blind side. You know, and you know, there and there, and I was like, I know a good player when I see one, you know, and seeing him grow from Stellenbosch, you know, going on to Sundowns, we have he won't play, you know. So many doubters were there, and he went on, you know, to cement his place.
I started playing football at the age of 5. The most important people in my life is my parents.
Jayden kicked the ball since he was walking, and we were always playing at the backyard. I was always pushing.
I remember Jayden when he was 11, 12 years old. He was still playing at Ajax Cape Town at the time, and he was an incredibly talented kid. I think Jayden has a really strong mentality to want to win. He's got a technical ability where he can do things other players can't.
Dance his way through. Oh! Finally! Jayden Adams had the last touch for a week! Extravagant. Onto it. But he's the gun. Mamelodi Sundowns.
We're gonna play our own game, and we're gonna go at them like today in the second half especially. We went out there and give our all.
We saw him being dropped from the Bafana team. Coach Hugo said disciplinary problems and all of that, but he still came back. You know, I think this was a player with a bright future ahead. This is a player that had so much to give to the South African fraternity, football fraternity. I think not only that his family has lost, Sundowns has lost, but the entire, you know, football fraternity. All I can say is, Jayden, Grootman, you know, lately he was called the Grootman, you know, may his soul rest in peace, man.
Just 2 months ago, Jayden Adams celebrated his 25th birthday. Besayingane.
Hey, yeah, it's with a heavy heart. I think, njengoba uLinda mentioned there, for South African football, I think the continent as a whole, man, the loss, he was still too young, bright future. I think all of us was looking forward to his next World Cup, as he was part of the group that actually made history following the 1996 squad. So I think this was unexpected, and it is very sad, you know, that at such a young age with such potential, capability, and a bright future within football, I think he was definitely going to be one of the legends. But also I think he's one to be part of the memories that were created in this past World Cup.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Jayden, Grootman, you've got your call-up, your final call-up, a call-up to which no one can deny, a call-up to your final squad.
Adams spoke about the challenges footballers can face behind the scenes, struggles that many people never get to see, but was happy he got to provide for his family through soccer.
What are some of the challenges maybe that, people don't necessarily understand you guys go through in a personal aspect outside of football that could maybe, affect you tremendously?
Yeah, the thing is, we got to understand that we're from Africa. Yes, I mean, South Africa is quite a better country, but there are so many things that are happening in our spaces. I mean, talking about myself personally, I am from the middle class, family, but I played with players that couldn't even buy, soccer boots, couldn't even pay for the travelings for the amateur clubs that we played for. So football for us, it's actually have been not a hobby, but a escape route, But at the same time, knowing that through football, we can be able to come back to our families and provide. Like personally, I mean, I managed to buy my mom a property with my first salary, and those were my dreams. I always dreamed to see my mom actually owning a better house than the 2-bedroom house that I had in the rural area. So I bought my mom in the a property in the suburbs. And the lifestyle really changed. Everyone that was surrounded me actually. Life actually changed. So you have players that they don't really have the means, and they go through problems that because now they are celebrities. I mean, I think one thing that we just need to get it right is that. Before football, before being celebrity, you are human.
Jayden Adams, in his last interview with the media, was inspirational.
Yeah, bring Ozzy also. Gents, congratulations on that point for Bafana. We still alive going into the game against South Korea. Just how did you see the game?
I think it was very positive for us. We started a bit sloppy, but as the game grew, we find our feet and played the ball around. And I think the second half we came out with everything. They started getting tired, and that's where we created our chances.
Ozzy, how did you cope with the physicality of that match?
Jayden Adams, Ozzy na police.
How did you cope, Ozzy?
No, obviously, I didn't want to go into contact with them because they're very strong boys. So I always try to stay 3 to 4 yards away from them to receive the ball, and because they're very strong, So if you go into contact with them, because we are small, we'll always lose the ball, and that's what we did. Most of our small players always managed to get away from them, and try to be rather behind them, or receive it away from them because they're very strong.
You guys seemed comfortable, Jayden. Today, I think one of Debsa's words was that you were a little bit more comfortable on the back of the setback against Mexico.
Yeah, if we're gonna be comfortable, we're gonna play our own game, and we're gonna go at them like today in the second half, especially. We went out there and give our all.
Was it the message to the team now going to Monterrey, back to Pachuca and facing South Korea?
No, today was very positive. We will just continue with our training, and be positive. Anything can happen, and that's what the boys will do.
This point was huge, wasn't it?
Very huge, very huge. But we focus on the next one. Focus on the recovery for now. So we're looking forward to the next one.
Thank you.
It is an incredibly tough reality to accept when someone so young, with so much potential and so much life ahead of them, is suddenly gone. Looking at what he achieved at just 25, playing on the world's biggest stage and lifting major continental trophies, it is clear that he was a generational talent destined for even more greatness. The sheer volume of heartbreak pouring in shows exactly how much he meant to the fans and his community. While people naturally want answers about what happened, the focus right now should really be on honoring his memory, respecting the investigation process, and giving his family the privacy they need during an unimaginably difficult time. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more stories like this. Thank you for watching.